everybody, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. So last time we worked on expanding the base just a little bit, but today I want to get started and actually progressing a little bit. So for a lot of things later in this pack, and I kind of want some soon, we're going to need bees, and I kind of did want to get a start in those today. Now, right now, the main purpose of the bees is going to be to provide us resources to get the power reactor here, because we really need power. But currently, I have no bees other than myself, so there's absolutely a problem there. So in between episodes, I have gone ahead and I have kind of flattened out this area. Now, obviously, it looks terrible right now, but that's going to be fixed in the future. Hopefully by the end of the day, we'll see. But I want a bee facility over here because I like bees. I want a lot of bees. We're going to need a lot of space for bees. So I think I have a rough idea of where I want this thing. I think I kind of want it if I could get some blocks. Kind of in this central area right here. Obviously, I need to do a lot of terraforming here, but that shouldn't be so bad. So, I guess I'm gonna get started on a bit of building, and it's montage time. Oh my gosh, guys, this has taken me actually a few days, believe it or not. So this building went through a lot of... Oh, shoot. I seem to have accidentally grown a tree. I guess it's staying. Anyways, back on topic. This building has gone through a lot of different iterations, and this took me a long time to figure out. I think now, though, I am really happy with the way it turned out. I think it looks great, and I actually had a whole separate building that I put over here for this instead, and I decided to just tear it down completely because I hated it, didn't like it. I was like, okay, I don't like the way this turned out. But let me go ahead and quickly explain a little bit what's going on in here. So, it's kind of like the greenhouse look, apiary, is that the right word? I think it is. But you'll notice on every single exit entrance that I have, there are 2 doors so bees can't get out. And I have a little reminder here telling me to close the door. And we have a lot of space in here. I see a spot I missed. There we go. Anyways, we have a lot of space in here, and we also have room up here if I ever need to expand up here, but I don't know. Ooh, one other thing, I need lighting in here. I just forgot about it. We really need lighting in here. And the reason lighting is important is because if we look at the Aldermodian bee, this needs a withered bee, and that needs the skeletal bee, and these bees will actually spawn and kind of be a nuisance if you don't have your stuff lit up. So light up your beehives so skeletal bees don't spawn. I think there's also zombie bees? Maybe. Zombie bees. Zombie bees. I get the feeling we're going to be saying bee a lot in this video. Alright, so I've been here building this for so long that I want to take a break from kind of this area, and I want to go hunting for some bees, and there's some specific ones that we need. Well, we're going to need normal bees for starters, and I do want to get some of those, but those aren't going to be the hard ones. We're going to need some honey treats, and for this we do need normal bees anyway. So I think we're just going to walk around, look for some bees. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff we're going to need to grab. And we're going to get some honey. So it might be a little bit of another montage. I love saying that so much. Anyways, it's bee collecting time. Besides me, I'm not going to collect myself. Oh, it's our first bee. I think this is one that we need. Yes. We need the blue-banded bee. Oh, look. It's a nest. Give us some touch so we keep the bee in there. Oh, here's another one. What kind of bee are you? Green carpenter. Ooh, this guy's productivity is high. Maybe I should keep him for breeding. Ah, this is what I want. A normal beehive. Okay, so I have a decent amount of bees here, but we still need some more. I just have the blue banded bee, which I already marked off the list, but I think actually I'll keep it on the list. So the reason we need normal bees first is so that actually we can go out and kind of like create these bees, right? Because these honey treats need honeycombs and honey blocks. So getting a whole bunch of honey like at the start is really good to set up. So I already have an advanced oak beehive. I can make another one. Don't mind if I do. So these advanced beehives are kind of neat because you can see what's in them. It makes things just a lot easier in general. But I am pretty sure there's also an expansion box, which I would kind of like. Yes, there is. So the expansion box makes it to where I'm pretty sure you can just make the hive bigger. Like this, yes. I don't know if you can move it to the side as well. Oh, you can. Okay, that's neat. So we could have a now bigger hive that can hold 5 bees, which I think is what we're going to do to start off with our normal bees. I'm going to close those doors. So where do I want this? I think for now I'm just going to put this in the corner. We can move this in the future. I think this is the first time I'm going through this mod, truthfully. So we're going to learn this together. I'm going to have the expansion box on the bottom and the hive on top. And then what I should be able to do, I mean, I'm kind of hoping that these bees will just migrate over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lure these bees out, get some flowers, and then hopefully they'll come out, move into here, and then I'll break this hive. So all the bees should end up in here. Now I have a lot of bees, obviously, but I think 5 should be all I need for now, because I can't really make another expansion box till I get more honeycombs, which, I mean, it is what it is. So we'll just, this is going to be a slow process. We'll get there though. It's like an exponential curve. Now I'm hoping if I destroy this, that he'll go into this nest after. Please. He's gonna do his little thing where he shakes his butt and pollinates the flower first though. Oh, he did the thing. Sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get all of these bees out. There's a lot of bees here, so here's like another one. Awesome, so I have 5 bees in here. Don't super know how this is gonna work. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load this chunk and kind of see what happens. You know, I never really looked at this thing with shaders, but looking at it now, this looks so good. I am so happy with the way this turned out. Look at the sun glaring through the windows. Oh, we already have some honeycombs. Oh, sweet. Check that out. And I also have these torch flowers here that they can pollinate. I'm hoping that they'll just stay here because of it, but I'm not sure. Yeah, no, these guys are going ham. We already have 4 honeycombs. Sweet. Okay, so from the list of things, we have the blue banded, we have the chocolate mining, we have the ashy mining, we have the slimy bee, but I would like 2 of each, so I'm not going to mark it off yet. And I think this is all we have. Go and just feed the bees real quick. Oh, I feel like such a great beekeeper. Look at me go. Okay, so now that I have some of them and I think I have an idea of what I'm doing, I think I'm just going to do a bit of a montage and we're going to sprint for the rest of the bees that we need. All of these. We're going to get all of those. 2 of them. 2 of each. There's a creepy. Give me another one. Yes. Gonna feed this slimy nest. Please give me a slimy bee. Yes. Slimy bee. And there's 2 glowing bees in here. Sweet. Alrighty, so I have all of the bees except for the ender bee, and that's, well, because we need to go to the end. And I figured I might as well do this on camera. I'm not going to kill the dragon. However, I am going to go to the end and get some end hives. So the plan is I'm going to find a hive, maybe find some bees, and then just teleport back home. Because I don't really want to kill the ender dragon yet. I mean, I guess I probably could. Maybe I will, actually. Hold on. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think maybe I'm going to gear up just a little bit and let's fight the ender dragon. So, I think I'm going to use Crimson Steel to make all my armor, and this needs a lot of blaze rods and magma cream, so, I mean, this shouldn't take me too long, so I'm going to do a little bit of grinding, go to the nether, go to the spawners I have. We're going to gear up a little bit. So I should be able to just do this and get a pretty good set of armor. Sweet, yeah, that is a pretty nifty set of armor. But I also want to make a crossbow. And that's just because I find them cool. So I should be able to make a pretty nifty crossbow in here, yeah. Oh, this has a durability, that's how this works. I'm over here making so many of these parts. That makes a lot more sense. In that case, I think I like this for the arrow. This does need Crimson Steel, which I don't super duper like, but I should be able to load it in, yes. Okay, so I should be able to repair this completely, yes, awesome. All right, well, I'm just gonna fill up my jetpack, and then let's go fight the Ender Dragon. Yeah, and transportation around my area is still definitely on the to-do list. I walk back and forth so much. Oh, that means we're getting close. Finally, I've been at this for a few thousand blocks. Am I digging straight down? Yes. Ooh. Yes, I am. Woo! I spawned. Or I didn't spawn, but I am right on top of the portal. And another unfortunate thing, there is no end things filled in, so it looks like we're gonna have to come back. The end portal's 3,000 blocks away. Jeez, you know, I should make a way to get there, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should. Maybe I can't afford it. Anyways, back to the end. I have enough stuff now, and it is time. Now I'm anticipating that this fight is going to be stupid easy with the amount of damage that this crossbow does. Like, it's actually kind of insane. So let's go ahead, jump in. I don't know if the fight's changed, but we'll see. Huh, this is already different. Oh, what is happening? This is kind of cool. This is really cool. Wow, yeah, no, this is neat. That is really loud. How much damage is this going to do to the dragon, I wonder? That is so loud. All right, the dragon is dead. Yeah, this is all gonna go into the ME system. Now, where's my dragon egg at? There it is. Sweet. And for whatever reason, it's our second dragon egg, but that's fine. Yeah. Wow. No, all the stuff here looks really cool. I don't know what mod does this, but it's really neat. And hey, I need ender pearls. Sweet. So let's go ahead and go through now. We should be fine. I already hear a bee. The nest could be underground. Oh, it's right here. And there's an ender bee in it. Sweet. And would you look at that? There's another one right here. Sweet. And then we're also going to grab some of this chorus flower, because I think this is what they need to pollinate. I could be wrong. Well, that's kind of all I super duper needed. So I guess it's time that we go back home. Oh, and this guy's mad at me for some reason. You know what? I'm just going to ignore him. Well, that is the last bee on the list, so we should have every single bee we need in order to get the emerald and also the uraninite bee. Alright, so now that we have all the bees that we need to make the emerald and uraninite bee, I actually want to make these bees genetically modified. And you might be asking what I mean by that, but if you look at these bees, you'll notice they have different stats, and we want for the most part, just the productivity to be very high, and the behavioral, I don't know if it's diurnal is just during the day, which I mean is probably fine, but I know we can get more. Now I'm not quite sure how I find bees with different attributes like that, but I mean I'm fine if they just work during the day. So you might be asking, well, how do you get better genes from bees? And to be honest with you, I have no idea. Now I'm assuming we just need to breed them and it might mutate, or that's the only thing I can think of. Because it doesn't really say in the book, it just says how to transfer them, and I don't, I don't really know. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick one bee that has lineage in the emerald and the uraninite bee line, and we're going to try and max out that one. Or actually, what we might do instead is just pick a bee, and then I think the honey tree is how we transfer genes. Yeah, actually no, so we can just find two bees that we don't really care about and have them as our breeding bee, and we want their productivities to be high. Like these two reed bees, I think we'll do these. So for now, I think I'm just gonna put them right here. I have different colored hives because these are special bees and not normal bees. I'm gonna keep the normal bees over there, and I'm gonna try and see if I can figure out how this works. Alright, so I've done a little research, and I think it's going to be beneficial if I make this bee upgrade. It doesn't look that hard to do, so I'm going to make 4 of these so they breed a lot, and I'm hoping this will work. Now, another thing I did is I went ahead and I added a middle segment into this building because the bees kept flying around to the other side, which was really strange, but I think this did solve the problem. Though I don't think these bees can actually go into the beehive, so it looks like I'm going to need a bee that will. And then that will have to be the breeding bee, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So these bees, I'm just gonna leave them here. They can't go into here. This honeycomb is from a normal bee that flew over here. Regardless though, we need a bee that we can breed and get a stupid amount of genes from, and I think I'm gonna do the slimy bee, because this one is a hive bee. We already have 2 of them. Now I don't know how high their productivity is. We have a normal and medium, which is kind of just okay, but I think it'll do the trick. And as for these bees, well, I think I might as well just gene splice them. And then we could put those onto these slimy bees so they have better genes. So we're going to be doing a little bit of testing here, but I think what we need to do to get their genes is have a piston like this, get a lever. I really hope I don't accidentally kill a bee here. That would not be cool. But I should be able to just put the bee. I want the reed bee here, and then I don't think that worked. Maybe it can't be a baby bee. In that case, sorry, little guy. Oh, I got squashed bee material. All right, let's keep do. That is so messed up. Now all we need to do is throw these into a centrifuge, which we have right here. And I don't know what this is gonna do. I don't know if this is gonna give us the genes from the bees. Let's find out if there's NBT. There is NBT, so I'm assuming it's gonna give us a specific gene. Yes, we want the productivity ones. So we can craft these together to get a better gene sample. I don't know if this is how we upgrade the gene. I'm gonna keep working and we'll find out. Okay, so I have a high productivity bee here, and it looks like maybe that's gonna be what I need to do. All these other genes I don't know if I super duper care about. I think I do like this passive one. That one I like. We want passive bees, but I don't know what super duper else I want to collect. Like, see, I cannot combine these two, which is a little bit annoying. So I don't know how to get the better tier of gene. All right, well, now I can give these to the honey treat. This should make productivity high. So I'm still going under the assumption that we get better bees by just breeding them and eventually they'll mutate, but I'm still not entirely sure. So let me know in the comments if I'm doing this wrong. Also, this is only a 61% chance. I'm just gonna gamble. So we should just, oh yes, it worked. My gamble worked. So I should be able to give these bees those genes, and now their productivity is high, and also want to make sure they go out here. And I think the slimy bees just need flowers. Nope. They made another bee. Where is it? There's another baby bee flying around here somewhere. Unless it went back in the hive. Here you are. Look, they made a new bee. Well, guys, I am a very, very silly bee. I have learned that these guys can't actually have very high productivity genes. So before these guys breed again, I'm going to take these out. We actually need to get kamikaze bees. These are the ones that actually have the very productive gene. And to do that, we need to get a bee nest helmet, which we should be able to do pretty easily. And then we need to catch these bees. Now, I'm going to need 2 of them so we can breed them. Now, I'm pretty sure, yes, I do have some spawn eggs. How am I going to do this? I don't know. We'll set something up, though. All right, so what I think I'm going to do is I clearly am going to need some underground space in this area. So I'm going to mark out the corners, and then I think we're going to build a little bit of a basement. All right, so I have a little something down here. It's just a little simple because we're going to be putting stuff down here. I think it turned out okay. It's all right. It's nothing too special. It does have a little bit of details, but I'm hoping that when we add stuff, it'll eventually look better. We have a lot of room down here, though, so we'll see if it ever actually gets filled up. But I've been doing a little bit of search on the YouTube. It's actually the next day. I've been working on this episode for a long time now. I know this episode's taking for a while, but I want to have basically automatic gene sampling. So I want to be able to look over and I just have genes here that are maxed out. They're the best genes. I can pull them, put them on a bee, and we're good. Like nothing, like it's automated, it's passive, nothing else is needed. So for that, we are going to need a few things. So what I want to do is have a line of machines basically. So we need a breeding chamber in order for the kamikaze bees that are very productive to breed. Or, I mean, we can put this on other bees that as well if we want to, but I don't know if we do. Because we want them maxed out. I don't super duper know. I want meta-eternal and very productive. That's all I really care about. So, we're going to take the breeding chamber. We're going to take the incubator. And then after that, we got to kill them. And then we're going to centrifuge the genes. And then we're going to put them in here. At least that's the plan. I don't know how easy that's going to be. So, I think I'm going to put this in the wall here. Hopefully it looks good. We'll see. Right, I don't actually think I'm gonna need this much room for it, but I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna do a little bit of a montage, and I'll be back when I have something that I think will work. We won't actually be able to test it until we get bees to put in here, but you know. Alright everyone, behind me I have, I don't know what I'm going to call it. It really is kind of a monstrosity. It's not moral, ethical, or anything of that sort. Seriously, like, this is one of the more messed up things I've seen in Minecraft for breeding bees. I guess, you know, when you make a cow farm, we do the same thing, but this time we're splicing genes. So what I need to do now is completely test it. Now, this thing, unfortunately, does have inputs, which I haven't completely set up yet. This is going to be the input for all the things we actually have to put in here. Like, this thing needs honey treats. This thing needs a lot of bee cages. Yeah, it needs a lot. But other than that, this should be, like, a completely good setup. Like, this should work. I tested it just a little bit during, like, while making it, so we should be okay. So now, we need to get some kamikaze bees. Now, I don't know if they explode. So I'm gonna do this safely somewhere not by a bunch of stuff that we built. Now, is it a good idea to do this? I don't know. Should I really be doing this in a closed space? Am I gonna die? I might. But we need bees. Oh, there's one. Oh, he died already. Okay. I got one. I got a second one. Okay. Sweet. We don't need you anymore. I guess there is another one right here, though, which I might as well grab. Alrighty, so the way that this incubator thing works is I should be able to just put these 2 bees in here. I'm going to speed this up. They're going to breed unless they need a different breeding item, which they might. Oh, they can't breed amongst themselves. Oh, that's that's not good. Okay, in that case, we're going to need to make a different bee with very high productivity to breed. Let's go ahead and let's get some more kamikaze bees then, and we can work it out from there. So I am gonna go ahead and splice these guys. That did not work. Let's try that again. Okay, that time it worked. Yeah, okay. we're getting things now. So we have this gene sample. This is the one we want. So I think we're just going to put this on 2 bees to have if that can breed amongst themselves. So we should be able to just duplicate this. I just need a lot more kamikaze bees, which is a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. Okay, just in case we don't have enough, I'm going to keep this guy here, and hopefully we have enough. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kamikaze bees. Hopefully this is enough. We'll see. The one thing about this is we have to put these in one by one. So, gotta do this. Should give me a straights. Gotta do it again. Should give me a straights. Okay, that was the last of them. Oh yeah, we have 2 of the very high genes that we need. Let's go ahead and grab some honey treats. And we should be able to feed this to 2 bees of our choice. And these bees, we can just breed to get more of these genes, and this should be completely automatic. It literally just needs honey treats. Sweet, so these guys are going, they're making so many bees. Okay, awesome. And we should see this guy. He's going to turn into an adult, and then he should immediately get put into this dispenser and die. Yeah, and we should get more very high productivity. Alright, and for the next gene that we need, I want the metaternal bee trait, but for that, we just need to leave a bee outside for, I think, a full day, which shouldn't be so bad. I think I have some extra bees here. All right, so I don't know if they need access to sunlight. I'm gonna guess not. I kind of just need to keep these guys trapped outside for a little bit, and I need to feed them every once in a while as well so that they don't die. So I'm just gonna keep them in this temporary little box, and hopefully everything works out. Ooh, this is exciting. One of our bees is nocturnal. I think we just have to wait a whole another day. I think we actually only need one of these bees to have the good trait too. So I guess I don't really care if he changes or not, but you I'm excited for. Oh shoot, guys. One of them is metaternal, which is all I really care about. Hey, come here. This bee, I guess I'll leave him here for now. Yeah, I think we just need the one bee to be metaternal, and we should be able to make more. So if I go down here into my super duper gene splicificator thing, I'm going to supply some more bottles in here. It would seem we already have some stuff in here. These are my original breeding bees, aren't they? Yes, they are. Okay. So what I care about is if I could get a very high gene sample. So I want to feed these honey treats to the new blue banded bees. So hey, you do that. You do that. Yes. So I figured out that the bee that's in the left slot here is the bee that has priority. So right now we should be making passive bees, normal endurance bees, which is fine. I don't care about endurance. Behavior metaternal, and productivity very high. Now the weather, I'm not going to worry about it because it's just kind of a pain in the butt to do. So for now, we should be making very high and metaternal genes. So I've made a child bee here, and it has very high productivity and metaternal. Oh my gosh, this is so awesome, guys. You guys have no idea how awesome this is. Wow, yeah, I'm excited for this. So it should go into here, and we should see a dead bee here in a second. Oh, that's never gonna get easier. Oh, my magnet's on. I can't have my magnet on around here. So I should be able to speed up basically this whole process by sticking speed upgrades and basically ollies. I'm gonna keep the centrifuge like this because this doesn't really need speed upgrades. But now I have a whole bunch of speed upgrades that I can use for all the other bee machines and bee-like stuff, which I'm pretty excited about. So how many genes do we have so far? Over time, this should accumulate, and that is what we really care about. Okay, so I've been doing a little work. It hasn't been that long, and I have these traits here for 2 different bees. I'm hoping this will carry us through for what we need, right? So I can put this on 2 different bees. I want a bee that's involved in the emerald bee line and one that's also involved in the uraninite bee line, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, it is going to be a little different for each one. But we should be able to get maxed out uraninite and emerald bees and everything in between as well. So this should be pretty neat, actually. I'm pretty excited about this. Yes, and it wouldn't be complete if this guy didn't show up every 2 seconds. So I'm gonna set up a lot more hives here now. I'm hoping that the bees will just behave and stay in the hive that they're supposed to stay in. But we'll see if that actually happens. I'm pretty sure I can designate a hive if I need to, so it should be alright. So one example of something that's in the uraninite line is going to be the emerald bee. Yes, the emerald bee has a slimy bee, so we are going to steal one of these. Sorry, slimy bees. We're going to take him down into our secret lab, and we're going to genetically modify him. So we have our genetically modified super bee here. That's what I'm going to call him. Let's go ahead and let's grab another slimy bee. There should be one out here somewhere. Yes, come here. And we're going to breed these just for a little bit because I want them to make more slimy bees so we can replace the slimy bees we currently have up there. So this should make a few slimy bees. I just need 4 of them. I'm just going to need some flowers as well. And then the next bee that we are going to mess with is probably the iron bee because I kind of want to use this one first. So maybe we should... Actually, no. We will modify the Cree bee here. So I should have some Cree bees in my bag. Yes, I do. So we're going to take him, and of course we are going to genetically modify him to be one crazy bee. So with this, I think it is just going to be a game of me breeding different bees. I don't know if I want to do this in the breeding chamber just because this takes so long when I don't think it needs to take so long. But I don't know how the genes work whenever you're not breeding in the breeding chamber. So I think for now, we'll stick to slimy bees in here. We can actually test this. So if I take these 2 Cree bees... they don't want to breed. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to breed all the way up to the emerald and uraninite bee. And it's montage time. Now this clip, it took I think the amount of bee stuff I've done today has to have at least taken 5 hours, 6 hours just today. This episode I've been doing over like this whole week. I've been playing so much. Like if we look at the playtime, I'm on 4 days. I think that's a lot more than the last episode. I'm not sure by how much. Probably not a crazy amount, but like 10, 20 hours doing this. But I did manage to get everything done. Luckily, it didn't take me that long. It was literally just a game of breed this, breed that, breed this, breed that. And I did mess up some of the genes in between, so we're going to have to go back and genetically modify some more bees. But that shouldn't be so bad. Alright, and another thing I'm going to do is I think I'm going to make simulator upgrades just so things don't get mixed up in the hives, and this is just ender pearls for what it looks like, and emeralds, which I guess we might need to wait on just a little bit. Future me here from way later in the episode, as you could probably tell, but I did want to mention this right here, is if you're going to use the simulator upgrade, put down a feeding slab, 1 block below the whole entire hive, otherwise it won't work. Anyways, that's all. But we do have our first emerald bee here, which I'm excited about. Let's go ahead and put him to work immediately. I want to start getting emeralds ASAP. So you, go there. Ooh, another thing, he is going to need a block of emeralds to pollinate, isn't he? Yeah. He's a very small bee. Yes, yeah, that he is. Let's go ahead and get him his emerald things, though. I have these little villager dudes here that are making my life a lot easier. I'm just feeding these guys wheat, and these villager things, they're really easy. So, for example, what I did is I found a villager, I pressed V on him, I got a villager, and these are really easy. They just make villagers really easy in general. However, I'm out of wheat. That is something we also need to automate. Well, I say that. We already do have it automated. It's just on the other side of my base. Yes, this little guy. He's coming in really handy right now. Give me all the wheat! So I should be able to make a block of emerald, and I think this is what the emerald bee needs to pollinate. Yes, a block of emerald, and I think we can also make a pedestal for this. There's something that we can do. Yes, the feeding slab. So we can put the block of emerald on here, and basically we don't need to place it down because of it, and it should make it pretty easy. And I also want to make sure, or I want to see if we can make the simulator upgrade. We just need blaze rods, which I think I can go get real quick. Cool, we got 3 blaze rods. So I should be able to make this simulator upgrade now? I hope. And this should be pretty neat. I don't know if the bee will grow up while he's in there. I would kind of like him to. So I'm going to have to find the little guy. Oh, I don't know where he is. He could be anywhere. He could be oh, I found him. Sorry, I was too distracted by my pun. He's in his hive. Okay, we're going to put a simulator upgrade on this. You should now just work. Like, without me having to do anything. And then I'm going to put the feeding slab right in front of the beehive. So I should be able to just do this. Yes. And it should be good. I just don't know if the child will grow up in here. I am curious to see how this works, though. So, yeah. I'm going to leave this here to run for probably maybe an hour or so. And let me get my other emerald bees. I should have more going over here. Yeah, I have 2 more here. So I should be able to just put them in here like this. Yes, and they're all going to go in there. And they're going to do their thing and hopefully make me some emerald combs, which is what I really need. Yeah, this place really is wonderful. I bet it looks even better without these torches here. So I think while I'm waiting for those bees to grow, I'm going to add a few more contraptions into our layer down here. I might redo it as well. I don't know. That will probably happen in between episodes if that does happen. But I want a machine that automatically breeds bees for me and has an output. And I also want one that makes honey treats, all that good stuff. I need centrifuges and whatnot. So I'm going to get to building and I'll be back when I have something done. And hopefully it works. Alright everyone, so while the emerald bees have been going, I think they're all adults now. I've been playing for so long. I have 2 little machines done, so this should be an automatic breeder, and I've gone ahead and I've used these frame drawers to signify input and output, and I think I'm going to use this theme all across my base. So it should work for literally everything here. I just haven't put the items in here yet. So this one needs bottles, it needs flowers, this one needs honey treats, bee cages, and also flowers. So the bee cages and flowers go into the breeding chamber, and then the honey treats go into the incubator, and then the output bee is going to end up in this drawer right here, this being the orange, input being the blue. And like I said, I'm going to try and use this throughout all my base, one, because I think it looks really cool, and two, it looks nice. And then also, finally, I have a powered centrifuge here that kind of just does this, right? And I guess I should put a bottler, shouldn't I, to make honey treats? Yeah, why don't I do that real quick? Alright, so I think I have this system done now too. It makes honey treats, it processes combs. Yeah, it's cool. So you put honeycombs in here to make the honey treats, and then the combs from here you will centrifuge into whatever material you want. In this case, we have emeralds, which is very nice. It's going to make you wax as well. That's the system. This is the centrifuge system. I'm going to make a lot better of a system and automate everything here probably next episode, but for right now, this is fine. Alright guys, well I do think that is a pretty good wrapping up point. Next time, I think we are actually going to try and finish up all the different bees we bred, get everything stocked up, and we'll try to get things automated. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of me, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of All the Mods 9. Later!